The story of Illuminous and Adam. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Illuminous. Illuminous had a life that was let's see. No. Switch that and reverse that. I wanted Illuminous to be the first one. It looks like we have to switch that around. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Adam. And Adam had lived a sad life. A very struggling, sad life. And Adam was constantly struggling. But yet, he expressed happiness. And then once there was a boy named Illuminous. Illuminous was rich. He always had money. And he always had whatever he wanted from the store. If he said he wanted something, he'd get it. Illuminous always had it all. But Adam, on the other hand, Adam did not have it very well. So Illuminous, when he would get something, he would not be thankful. He would not express thankfulness for it. Instead, he would just pretend like it was the least that people could do. And Illuminous was not very thankful. And so, when Illuminous would receive something, Illuminous was very, ungrateful. He was ungrateful for things. He was sort of like snobby about things. Like he was rich. He always had it all. He always had whatever he wanted. And so he was just so used to always having it, he never even thought of what it would be like if he did not have it. And one day Illuminous had came across Adam. And Adam did not have the things that Illuminous had. And Adam always struggled. And so one day when Illuminous was going across Adam, and Adam was very happy, like he was behaving as though he was happy and strong, and he had a very strong motive. And Illuminous looks at this very strangely because he did not have the high quality shoes. His shoes was, sort of torn up, and his clothing was different, and the way that he carried himself was different, and how he seemed to have found happiness. And Illuminous was very strange to this because he was, in a sense, he was rich. He always had it all, and he never thought what it would be like without it. But if he did think of what it would be like without it, he would just think the person would never be happy. The person would never show any kind of intelligence. But little did Illuminous know that Adam came across him one day. And Adam had... Illuminous one day fell. And so when Illuminous fell, Adam had wanted to help him up because Illuminous was sort of hurt by falling. And so Adam, instead of, trying to reach in his pockets or whatever he could do, Adam did not have it like that. Adam did not have money. He did not have transportation. He did not have what other people had. But what he did have was a good heart. And that's really what stuck out about Adam. And so when Illuminous fell, Adam tried to help him up. And Illuminous was very shocked at this. It was, found it very strange that Adam wanted to help him with no expectations. And nothing, like, in return. And so Illuminous found it very strange and asked Adam if he would want to talk to him for a while after that, like a little group meeting or whatsoever else. And so one day, a few days later, Adam came back and talked to Illuminous. So Illuminous was just more of observing. Yes, they did not talk to each other like that after that. After that, Illuminous decided to sort of stroll through and just watch Adam. I know that sounds weird, but some people like to observe people, because he found it very strange that Adam helped him up without any expectations. And also the fact that Adam had a lot less than he did, and he did not even seek anything from him. He was just like, oh, well, let me help you up, and then nothing expected in return. So Illuminous, always having everything, he would think that a person that did not have something would always constantly, beg, like, hey, or even take the shoes off of his own feet. He did not know what people that did not have a lot would do. And so, usually he would think the worst sometimes about people and everything else. But for Adam just helped him with no expectation. And so, since Illuminous found this very strange, Illuminous came back and tried to observe Adam. Why did this person help me without asking anything in return? Look at him. He has nothing compared to what I do. Illuminous thought. And so Illuminous had just observed Adam for a very long time and just watched Adam. And so he would actually help a lot of people without asking anything in return, without anything in expectation. So Illuminous found this very, very shocking. And so after a long time, one day Adam ended up getting sick. And when Adam was sick, no one visited him, and no one had asked him how he was doing or anything. And Illuminous thought, he's helped so many people. Adam has helped so many people without any kind of expectations or any kind of thing in return. And right when Adam needed people the most, they were not there for him. And Illuminous seen this wrong, and had went to everyone that Adam had helped. And Illuminous asked him, he said, did you see how Adam is sick? And the people had said, what does that have to do with me? And then Illuminous said, do you remember Adam had helped you? He is now sick. He says, okay. And then the other people said, okay, what can I do about it? He says, well, you can go visit him to make sure he's okay. And some of them even said that they did not care. And then Illuminous said, well, he cared for you when you needed them. And Illuminous stood up for Adam. Very good. And so they ended up visiting Adam to make sure that he was okay afterwards. And there was so many people that went to visit Adam after that. And suddenly Adam became so much more happy. And he even recovered even faster because people started to care about him more. But why is it that some people care about people more or why is it that some people heal faster from their sickness when they have more support? It's because it gives them motivation. It gives their physical body motivation to keep living. But sometimes when your physical body does not have motivation to keep living, your body does not care to recover. So it takes a lot longer. And so when it comes to the story of Adam and Illuminous, when Illuminous had gotten all of those people, Adam had asked them and said, what brought you here to visit me? And they would say, well, I'm thankful that you helped me in the time that I needed you, and now I want to help you and be here for you when you need me. And so they had given little gift bags for Adam, and Adam was so shocked about this. And they said, how did you get here? And they said it was all because of Illuminous. Illuminous was the one who sent them all to say thank you. And Adam was so curious. Who is Illuminous? How did... and then suddenly Illuminous comes into the room. And Adam is shocked. And Adam said, I just helped you up. And Illuminous had thought, he said, I could not imagine what life would have been like to be you, and to have so much less, and to do more for people, and to have to not have a lot, like, and because Illuminous, he was rich, he had everything, really. There was nothing that he did not have. But I mean, there was a lot that he did not have, but what we're saying is that he had riches, he had abilities, what he needed. And then with Adam not having anything, and he's seen that he would just help people without return, which usually it would be Adam would ask people for money or something like that, but he never did. He just did things without any kind of expectation. And so Illuminous was very shocked and surprised at this. And so Illuminous wanted to reward Adam with whatever he could. So Illuminous ended up buying all kinds of things for Adam. And was just, like, in a sense, just rewarding Adam for being such a good, kind-hearted person. And Illuminous was very curious about his happiness. How did he find happiness when all he did, he just went through constant struggle, helped people without expectations, and he just wondered, what makes you happy through all of those things? What is keeping you happy and motivated? And Adam had said that sometimes happiness is just what you find within yourself, instead of what you find with everything else. And so Illuminous was very shocked by the response. Wow! And Adam and Illuminous ended up becoming best friends after that. It's always important to be thankful for what people do for you. If somebody does something for you without expectation, it's always important to appreciate them. And when it comes to, even if they had expectation or did not have expectation, it's the fact that you should appreciate people regardless. Because when you see someone that has went through something, or if you know that they went through something, and they have the heart to help people anyway, I think that's a big deal. And I think that deserves appreciation. And so be like Illuminous to the situation. Keep observing and just see what is going on in people's lives to see if they are worthy and if they are good. And if they are, be like Illuminous. Say, that person was there for you when you needed them, and do what you can for that person. That was a good story. Very good. And that is the bedtime story of tonight with Kaylan, better known as Professor Cygnus and Angels. And we pray that everyone has healthy eating, appropriate speech, appropriate behavior, appropriate clothing, appropriate spacing, the science and anatomy of all things. Also remember to have the goals of the body, the household, and the outside responsibilities. And also remember that our life matters and we can make a difference. And remember that you have a purpose, you have potential. And we pray that everyone in decision making never choose anything, never decide into anything harmful in any way, shape, or form. Whether if it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, never choose anything harmful in any way, shape, or form. Stay healthy and invest wisely. And happy Thanksgiving also. It was Thanksgiving yesterday. Yet in a way it is Thanksgiving every day. We are very thankful for the good things of life. I think that when Illuminous had observed Adam, he became a better, more intelligent person in the story of Illuminous and Adam. Because sometimes when you observe someone and you empathize with them, I think that creates you to be a better person. And we pray that you all also look upon things and think in empathy. Think and understanding, because that can create you to be a better person. Just like the story of Illuminous and Adam. Very good.